Name?
Martha Muller.
Age?
I don't know.
Cause of death?
Like all the rest.
The vampire?
Yes, that's so.
When I said I was going to tell you, his eyes glowed up like coals of fire. His hand reached out towards me, as if he were going to sink it into my throat.
And weigh this well. He never works and never begs, and yet he appears well-fed always. That's so, he does. What does he live on, then? I'll wager it's as Kringen says.
And my wound was in Martha's room tonight when Herman put a flower in her hand.
Strange business, if you ask me. Mighty strange.
I hate to be in your shoes, Kringen.
Yes, after what happened tonight, I'd lock myself in my room and pray God to protect me from the devil.
Good evening, Herr Doctor. Good evening.
Dr. Von Eman. Doctor.
Vampire.
Well, what do you make of it, Doctor?
Are these two wounds similar to those found on the other bodies?
Dr. Haupt can answer that for you, sir.
Yes, they were the same in every case.
This is a strange condition, Carl. So strange that I doubt the evidence of my eyes. What was your conclusion, Haupt?
I diagnosed the wounds as having been made by needle-sharp teeth. Punctures are clean cut, penetrating into, but not beyond, the jugular vein.
Jugular vein?
Do you mean to say that you also believe they could have been made by teeth?
Frankly, I do.
Ah, you see, Brett Schneider?
What kind of teeth, Doctor?
An animal of some sort. It's hard to say. The fangs of a wolf, perhaps.
A werewolf.
Could they have been made by, well, a bat, for instance?
A certain species, yes. There are vampire bats. Dr. William Jamison, who explored many of the tributaries of the upper Amazon, states that blood-sucking bats do exist. He further asserts that the victims often become blood drinkers themselves, citing a case in which he saw a native tortured to death on an anthill by his tribe brothers. They swore he had become a human bat, and, states Jamison, he confessed it.
Do you mean to say that such a thing as a human vampire is possible?
Who can say? Historic records would have us believe that an evil soul, assuming there is such, can take any shape it pleases.
So why not into that of a human being? Eh, Carl? Why not?
Have you any literature on the subject, Doctor?
Yes, I have many interesting volumes on my shelves that might prove very enlightening. I'll be glad to show them to you.
I don't mind admitting that I'm up a tree. Stumped.
Well, we'll see what can be done, my boy.
No, Herman. This is no place for you. Go away, my boy. Go away.
Good night, John.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Hal.
Good night, Doctor.
In the morning, Carl.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm sorry to have dragged you out at an ungodly hour.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. child, fleeing in horror from the sight of death.
There goes the vampire. Arrest him. Lock him up. Kill him.
Has the entire village gone mad? Herman wouldn't harm a baby, and you know it.
I've walked the streets of this village for over 40 years, but tonight's the end. He knows that I've told he plays with bats. He knows that I saw him sneak into Martha's house just before midnight.
Perhaps he was taking her another flower, Kringan. The boy brought her one this evening while I was there.
He killed her just like he did all the rest. And now he's going to kill me. Unless he's killed a stake driven through his heart, I'm a doomed man. He'll kill me. He'll kill me. I'm doomed. He'll kill me. He'll kill me. I'm a doomed man. He'll kill me.
Good morning, Mr. Brett Schneider. What brings you to Klein Schloss so early?
You.
Fibber, I heard the doctor tell Georgiana he expected you.
I knew there was something else.
You're a delightful prevaricator, Carl, but not a very convincing one.
You don't mind me using your stethoscope, do you, Doctor?
Not at all, Frau Schnappmann. But what seems to be the ailment this morning?
What's that? Oh.
What seems to be the ailment this morning?
Well, Doctor, I am positive that I have valvular leakage of the aorta. Or maybe it's the right ventricle. There is something wrong with my heart. I can hear it beat, thump, 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 just like the book says.
Well, if you didn't hear it beating thump, 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 just as the book says, I would say there is something wrong.
What? Without a moon?
You have a heart of stone.
All right, then. Close your eyes. No.
Oh, so, young lady.
It's too early in the morning, Carl. Much too early.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there's Aunt Gussie.
She would show up just at a time like this.
Well, Aunt Gussie, what's the matter now?
I have palpitation of the auricular, ventricular, and mitral valves with a cardiac tendency.
You mean your heart's beating?
Of course it's beating. Dr. Von Neelen tried to assure me, but I know it's serious. I'm liable to go just like that.
Did he prescribe for you, dear?
Yes, monacid ester, salicylic acid.
You mean salicylic acid, don't
Well,
you?
salicylic, it helped me. My heart is much quieter. Hello, Carl.
Hello.
Oh, Carl, you will be good to her when I'm gone, won't you?
Yes, of course I will, Frau Schnappmann.
Well, I'm not gone yet. You can't marry her unless I say so. Don't forget that. Oh, my heart.
There, Auntie, you'll be all right. Just rest a while. What you need is
What?
rest, dear, and quiet. And Gussie has a heart like a steam engine. Come on.
food. Tiny baby, come on. So much kitty food. Oh, dear Dad, baby. Come on, kitty, come on. Oh, the taste of that, you nasty little beast. Oh. Don't you know it's wrong to steal? You cut yourself.
See? Blood.
Yes. Stop it.
No hurt me. No hurt.
Oh, you poor thing. Now, you wait right here, and I'll run in the house and get something for that finger. A subcutaneous wound like that might easily result in a tetanus infection.
Tetanus.
Lockjaw. Not that you need be afraid. From the way you talk, I think you've got it already. Look, here's a nice juicy apple for you.
It happened again. Hey, you've got a new hat.
This is the same hat I've always had. How do you like the movie?
No, I'm convinced. Herman was sucking his own blood. He's got to be the vampire.
Always blaming the village idiot.
Again, you look at me.
And they're afraid of bats for some reason?
Oh no, she's gonna sing. How'd you do that?
Do what?
I'm getting out of here.
Too bad or not too bad, that is not the question. I decided long ago too bad. Still some say it should not be, so make me a suggestion. Human or bat, which is best for me? When you're after fun and laughter, bats aggravate you. But I say, Jesus, should not be bats are great too. Well, if it's batty to hang around, flap your wings and make shrill sounds. Let a lady confess I wanna be a bat. If it's batty to live in caves, sleep late mornings and all day, then the answer is yes, I wanna be a bat. This thing of being a good little human is all very well, but still I think, gee, being a bat would be swell. Oh, honey, 'cause bats are soft and bats are sweet. Herman thinks bats are real neat. Let a lady confess I wanna be a bat. Nobody cares just how lovely and crucial bats are. But they're pollinators and they eat mosquitoes, so give a bat some credit. And if it's batty to make someone think you drink blood by mistake, let a lady confess I wanna be bat.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the cast. Dr. Von Neumann is Lionel Atwell, who played Colonel Bishop in the Errol Flynn movie Captain Blood. Fay Wray, of course, got picked up by a giant gorilla. No, not the former president. No, I don't need to tell you that happened in the classic feature King Kong, where
they got caught in a cellular jam.
Yes, well, Renfield, like Herman, is Dwight Fry, who played Renfield in the Universal classic Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi, released in 1931, 2 years prior to The Vampire Bat. The actress portraying Aunt Gussie was in a billion other films. I'd have more information, but I seem to have lost my notes. Hey!
What? Now, on a peaceful summer night, all nature seemed at play, and the tender moon was shining bright. The barge at Malsey lay, and in the balmy moonlight it lay the peak of the vessel, Girl Tiger sat alone, concentrating his attention on the Lady Griddlebone.